Yeah.
If I see you pull up with the 3 stripes, I might fuck around and make you my friend. Fuck, it's not saying.
What are you doing?
There we go. Hey everybody, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen here, and this is another episode of Would You Guys Please Learn How to Light a Fucking Shot?
Yeah.
You can't make us.
We won't. Fuck you.
On our plate today is Peach Fuzz by Tabby. Now, I know we're both big fans of Tabby's, even though we put out a locals only reaction 2 days before his. But we did get some traffic off of that.
Yeah.
So I listened to this mixtape when it came out because I tweeted Tabby and told him I liked it. And what am I gonna do? Lie to the fucking guy?
I definitely have not heard this album yet. I'm not necessarily sold on Tabby as an artist yet. I've heard a couple of his solo songs, and I've thought, I hear the potential. I hear good ideas. Hopefully this will be the album that wins me over.
Tabby is a funny guy. He's got potential. So far, his music is a little bit hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
Wow.
Start it.
All right. Me? No, it's on you. Oh, yeah, you're right.
I have to think to the speakers, you fucking asshole. We changed the settings a little bit, so we're going to try to not get the audio distortion, and we're also going to try to not pick up me sniffling and smacking the table like fucking Donkey Kong.
This is Peach Fuzz by Tabby. It is 11 songs, 33 minutes long. That's pretty solid.
Concise. The first song is Sequel, which is a single that came out.
I think I definitely heard this before.
Yeah, you have heard this one
is,
because
okay.
As you told me you didn't like it.
Okay.
Is this a mistake or?
The suspense is fucking killing me.
Okay.
Is Tabby really out here rapping? Yes, sir, you betcha. My trigger finger active, pointing out my.
I don't think Tabby's ever shot anybody.
This is the shit I hated.
His voice is kind of grating, but once you get into it, it's okay. You get it. Let it grow on you.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's already 9 a.m. and I'm already fucking pissed. I know you fellas get your dicks up. Please stop making it a skit.
I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
Yeah. One thing. Okay. Probably my 2 biggest criticisms of what he's doing here is that when it gets to the yelling part and the more menacing beat in the background.
Yeah.
One, I don't think his voice is too wimpy to execute that part well. That's just my opinion, of course. But I think his voice is way too wimpy on that part to really get the menacing sound tone that he's trying to get, and it's not mixed well. And his voice sounds too dry, and there's not really an atmosphere in that part. It's just kind of you're switching the beat to switch the beat.
I will give you that. I think the transition isn't very good.
The transition isn't good. There's not even a pause or anything for a dramatic drop. It's it just kind of fades right into it. Yeah. And the drums don't smack. The synths are atmospheric, and they don't have an aura to them where he can inhabit that with the mix. That part does not sit well with me.
I think the idea is there.
Yeah, I think the idea is there.
The harder parts should have a little bit more weight to them, probably.
Yeah, for sure. That's my criticism of it. Is that the harder part doesn't have weight to it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it justifies being something different.
Right. Exactly.
That's what we needed them to do.
That's what we needed.
That was it.
That's
just have it.
That's
do that
what
the
I'm
whole
looking
time.
for. See, if he went that hard the entire song, I would have liked that.
Yeah, I feel like we made a whole bunch of criticism of it, and then he did exactly what we wanted him to
but he
do
only
right
did that.
afterwards.
He only did that in the last 45 seconds of the song, though. He did in the last 45 seconds what would have made the rest of the song good.
Okay, so I think the whole gimmick of the album is that it's 2 characters. Like on the cover, there's Lover Boy and there's Orange Boy.
It's one of those
So the
albums.
Lover Boy is like the slower parts, and Orange Boy is the harder parts.
Okay.
And over the course of the album, they like talk to each other. So I feel like that was
Oh god.
it's not necessarily the best executed, but I feel like that was sort of like an introduction to both of them and their styles.
Okay.
And then towards the end, it was more of like I don't know.
I hate characters in hip hop. It's so corny. Like, you can't even tell me this isn't corny.
I mean,
you
gotta give it a chance.
I'm gonna give it a chance, of course, but like, if someone comes to me and says, "Hey, I want to do this hip hop album and I want to play characters while I'm doing it," I already have to take it with a grain of salt.
I think,
as you know, in the past.
Also, they're supposed to be reflections of different sides of himself.
I understand.
So it's not like it's not necessarily just playing random characters.
Well,
I think
right.
he's trying to explore different ideas in the same album, and he's doing that by just making like really stark juxtaposition.
Track 2 is called Orange Boy.
That was fucking sick.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I like that flow that he went to, like towards the end of it. It feels very vintage.
Yeah,
I know what happens in the next song.
I like the swing of the beat. I liked his vocal performance. He did everything he had to do on that. I don't have any complaints with that. Third track called
Air Max 97.
Nah.
I really like the way that this feels. I think he's got a unique voice, and he knows that, and he's like really leaning into it, and he knows exactly what he wants this to sound like. So it's very stylized. The beat sounds very intentional.
I understand what you're saying.
I think this was like really well crafted to create like a vintage feeling, and for him to really lean into his strengths. And I think he's doing a very swell job of it so far.
I don't like this song yet, but we'll get there.
Well, we're 45 seconds in, so give it a fucking chance.
Good
flow. I know what happens in the next song.
Baby sucking on nostalgia's tits. Easily finish competition with full confidence. They got some ice, I got Morocco-wrist. Call it quits. I'm so fuck the pop song, fuck the radio, you hear me now? Fuck the pop song, fuck the radio, you hear me now? Fuck the pop song, fuck the radio, you hear me now?
Okay. So I like that song. It's more of him leaning into him having a unique voice and a unique sound, and even in the content of the lyrics, he's saying, this is what I sound like, so fuck you if you don't like it.
I thought this was good. I fuck with the beat a lot. Whoever made this beat really did a good job. I fucking love this beat. There are certain points more than others where the uniqueness of his voice and his delivery is very entertaining. There are some times where I think it gets a little out of hand, or it just gets a little too crazy for whatever bar it's at.
Yeah, sometimes his lines go over your head because you have trouble understanding them.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time, not a lot of the time, I mean some of the time, the delivery of his voice gets in the way of me understanding what he's saying or what exactly he's trying to do at that point in time. But it is interesting. I'll give him that.
It's easy to have a different voice and then mess it up by trying to sound like other people. And I admire the fact that he's not. And that he's recognizing his being different and trying to make something his own.
I agree.
Track number 4, Happy Meal. Is that it? Okay.
Oh, fuck. Did you hear him say the bar where he said, talking abortion with Octomom?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't want to compare him to people because I know he said that he doesn't like it, but it sounds like Wolf. I can't help
It
myself.
does sound a little like wolf.
I can't help myself.
I was thinking more along the lines of like he sounds like a white kid trying to rap like Old Dirty Bastard or like something like that. This beat in particular sounds like it could have been like on like a Wu-Tang or a Jadakiss album. You know, this is like really, really dark.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like him as much on dark stuff though so far. I feel like that the parts in Sequel where he's just rapping over like the electric piano, the Rhodes, like that's like soft, and there was like a nice wit and charm to it, with just like his like softer voice. And I understand part of it is him trying to be himself, but I feel like there's not a problem with being quieter.
Okay, well then we'll get to the Loverboy stuff, and you like it. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so is the album split up like?
I'm not sure if it's
This-
like half and half.
Yeah.
But there are songs that are just like this is just an Orange Boy song.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Cause you know it's like you should the goddamn garden on the fist of Estonia. Once more stepped up in instrumental, help your crew don't feel so good. Kick it with you like, sweet chin music, buzzing with the drive, and that line up, it's just clueless.
I think that might have been an Avengers bar.
Was there an Avengers bar?
I said your crew don't feel so good. I might be reading too much into it.
No, that's definitely an Avengers bar, bro. There's
Nice.
no way that's not an Avengers bar.
Damn, I've got the water, ugly garden with feelings. While you toddlers are teething, Tabby Pickles act as leader of remake baby genius. Promise
It's a Rugrats bar.
Oh, he said
Tabby Pickles.
I'm stupid.
I like the energy. I like the aggressiveness.
I like the hook.
Yeah, that's a good hook.
I like the hook.
Adam is track 5. That's his name, I think.
Okay.
Sounds like wolves. Just kidding.
Rings out.
Sorry about the beach fuzz, been eating the shade. I got a lot on my plate. Sorry about the peach fuzz, been eating the shade.
Sorry. That was my favorite song
That was
so far.
awesome. I think that was probably not in character. That was probably just him, which is why we'll just call it Adam.
Yeah.
I
This
like
is
that a lot.
this is the perfect example of what I said. There's no problem with him being quiet. His regular speaking voice has a very, I don't know, has a very good timbre to it. It's like soft. It's kind of like you're having a conversation with someone, and I like
Yeah.
it. I liked it.
All right, I just noticed that our last video just passed 200 views. We got another like and comment. We got to read what the comment says.
All right, let's read what the comment says.
Somebody
Here.
said, "Fucking good video this."
Thank you, Aiden
Aiden
McLean.
I love you.
We love you, dog.
If you see this,
We appreciate
you know where
this.
to find us. Okay, anyways.
All right.
Track 6 is Mask Off, or The Interlude.
Take the mask off and talk to me.
Okay, do you hear that too, or am I having a stroke?
What?
Is it like feedback?
No, there's like zipper noises in the background. There's like sound
No,
effects.
like right now. Is that like a vacuum or something? Like an AC?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, what
the
fuck?
heater.
And I was gonna say, after I got distracted by the background noise, I think this is Loverboy talking to Orange Boy, which is a metaphor for his internal conflicts. But you hear this like, "Take that mask off and talk to me." Orange Boy has the orange mask on in the videos and on the cover. I think this is like the interlude because it's maybe a transition
Maybe.
where he's trying to like open up to maybe himself
Interesting.
in his own head, and then in the concept in terms of this album, he's like switching.
Okay. Maybe. We'll still have a minute.
Making
and
a
half
lot of
left.
jumps here, but
You can talk to me.
what the fuck? That was cool. That was cool.
That track was like, if every other track that we've heard so far was like right here, that track was right up here. That was great. Why the fuck does everyone want to rap when they have the ability to sing? But what you just did there was special. It was special. That was something that I felt that one. In my heart, in my soul. maybe in my ass, or maybe that's just Will, but that was good. Track 7, Loverboy, featuring Author. Have no fucking clue who Author is.
Me neither. I like where this is going.
I like this.
I just remember what this song sounds like. Yeah. Ooh, that's my shit.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there.
That's my shit, dog.
Yes.
Oh.
I love that right there.
That's pretty sick. Oh. That was fucking awesome.
That was so sick.
That was awesome.
Track 8 is Wave Runner 700. Before we start,
Are you fucking kidding me?
hey everybody, look at these.
Fucking kill me.
Alright, hold on. Did I tell you the story about these and being a pain in the ass to get here?
No.
Okay. I ordered these on release day, which was December 27th. Got the shipping for it to arrive between January 2nd and January 4th. I was tracking it, like you do, and I saw it got to Shrewsbury, Massachusetts on December 29th. Okay. Shrewsbury, Massachusetts is 1.5 hours from where we live. My shoes sat in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts from December 29th to January 3rd. They just sat in some warehouse.
Interesting.
Shrewsbury? More like, what were you doing with my fucking Shrewsbury? Am I right?
I can't believe you.
Thanks.
Planned. I can't believe you fucking planned that.
That whole story was a setup for that joke, and I've had it in my head for weeks.
I fucking hate you.
Track 8, Wave Runner 700. I like that. A lot of fakes after talking about Wave Runner 700. Like Wave Runner, like running waves, but also like
it's catchy.
Like Yeezy 700s, and there's fake versions of Yeezy shoes, like fake shoes. Nice, like it. Good, good quality bar.
Thanks, genius. I like that for the outro. Yeah.
Cool. Very chill. Very easy to listen to.
No, I've liked generally this stretch of songs since Adam.
Yeah.
I've very much enjoyed this album going in the more melodic, soft direction. Track 9 is called Rose Gold.
But you can play a deck and put the chords and then just stare. Fuck around with potions, baby, I'll make you a mix. Cassette to take with you, the closer you get to that trail. In your damn head, and you will always.
Sounds so good.
This is so good.
Wow.
That was fucking audio gold.
That was awesome.
That was Jesus. Track 10 is South Dakota.
South Dakota's a single.
I definitely heard this one before.
This
was the single that I liked.
My hubris showing and I know it. Pretty boy, see through clothing.
Hearing you whisper this in my ear is making me seriously uncomfortable. Yeah, South Dakota's pretty chill.
South Dakota's pretty chill. Our camera's running out of battery, so to get through this last song quick. Sheesh.
With that 100% Sicilian, you fuck with me, we grab the bat and put your best, she's on the ass and can't wait to say.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Final thoughts about Peach Fuzz by Tabby.
I think Tabby is definitely still very unrefined, I would say is the proper word. Definitely, I think there's a lot of things he still probably wants to explore in terms of his sound and concepts, because this is only one of his first couple projects, right?
Yeah, there's one before this.
Yeah, there's one before this, okay. So, for a sophomore album, project, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, from a guy who hasn't been making music for a very long time, this is pretty fucking good. All of the melodic stuff, all of the stuff where he's singing is fire. I think that's where he excels, is when he is more quiet and tame with his voice, because I feel like he has a good control over it, and you could definitely tell he's been an actor before because of the way he conveys and delivers his lines. I feel a lot of times when he's doing the more aggressive rapping and yelling over, you know, these really hard boom bap beats. I feel like a lot of what he's trying to do gets lost in translation sometimes, but I'm not saying because it's not bad by any means. I just feel like it's not nearly as effective musically as when he is more tame. But overall, I would say this album had a lot of really good ideas, and a good majority of the time he executed them well. So
okay, I think like any album, it has its highs and lows, but I think the highs vastly outweigh the lows. I can hear the influences, but I can also hear the point. I can hear what he's trying to convey. I like the way that he does it, his flows, his sounds, the beats. He knew what he was setting out to do, and I think he executed it well. I think our camera is also about to die again, so we need to wrap this up. Listen to his music.
I might pull up with the dogs on my Cujo, smoking on guava, old flames ringing on my new phone.
Like my Instagram pictures.
I like bitch, who is your mess? Ay, can't keep my dick in my pants. Ay.
Bye.